Alright, gonna do a little work on the F100 here again. If I remember, I'm gonna take this off. Some people like that, some people don't. I don't like it. But it's a little misty out and it's probably gonna rain. But what I think I'm gonna do, I wasn't gonna do it to begin with. I wasn't gonna paint this frame or undercoat it or anything. But since it's sitting right here in my face, it'll make it look better, you know, and make it more desirable to work on. You know, when you look at something and you see all rusted and stuff, you know, you don't even want to go near it. But this frame is actually in excellent condition for the year. I mean, there's no rust or corrosion on it. You know, this here is just surface rust, but you can actually see the original paint still on here. You know, and it's all in good shape. And when I say excellent, I mean, considering it's a 55-year-old truck, you know, that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start off. We're going to blow it off, you know, with some high pressure air, 110, 125 pounds. Get rid of all the dirt and dust on it, and then all the areas that have grease on them. All that grease, everybody thinks that wheel seals and everything. That's not from the axle seals. That's from the wheel seals leaking. That's actually brake fluid. But I'm going to spray it down with some oven cleaner and get all that grease and dirt or whatever it is. Got some up here too, because whatever they were carrying in the tailgate, you know, leaked down on this. So like I said, we'll hit this all with oven cleaner, get that off of there, and then maybe we'll wire wheel it. So let's do something, huh? Alright, yeah, we just spent about an hour maybe scraping off some of the heavy, which really wasn't too heavy, you know, and wasn't too bad. But now just going to take some oven cleaner, brand X, dollar store oven cleaner, which is just lye, and that should eat into what little grease is left. And we'll spray it on, let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and then hose it down, see what we got. Alright, yeah, this stuff's nothing to mess with. I actually had a paint respirator on. You know, don't even waste your time putting a dust respirator on. Put a paint respirator on, because this stuff will kill you. Alright, we're gonna let it sit on there. That was probably the worst. I did the axle. Yeah, don't get I'm gonna repaint these shocks. I mean, that's the factory color they came with, but don't get this on anything, any paint you don't want to mess up. So we're gonna let that set a couple minutes, maybe 20 minutes or so, and then come back and we'll hit it with some water, high-speed water. I'm not gonna pressure wash it, just high-speed, high-pressure water. All right, we'll see you when we get back. All right, you see how good that stuff did. It took, and all I did was hose it down. Took all the grease off the rear and everything, right down to bare metal. Even right here. Took all this grease off of here. And I did this wheel, took everything off of here. But I didn't do the other side yet, so let's see. You can actually see it like melted. Here's some in here too. You see the brown. Yeah, you can't beat that stuff, and it's cheap too. I don't care what the grease you get, you're not gonna come close to oven cleaner. All right, let's see what goes on here. I really didn't get too crazy with that because I'm going to take the wheel off, and the wheel has grease on the inside. But you see it. Took it right down to the axle, right down to the metal. Not bad. Alright, now I got to hose the stuff off the concrete here, because that's all diluted grease and lye. Alright. Yeah, when I sprayed the oven cleaner on these wheels here, I really didn't pay much attention to it because I knew I was going to have to take the wheel off. So I really didn't get the bottom too well. But the top's looking good, so I'm going to take that wheel off and give that another coat, and that should be good. But if I took my time and sprayed in there and everything, that would have been fine. So yeah, I'm happy with that came out. Alright, here's some of the stuff you guys don't see, you know, when you do a project. This truck, the guy must have cleaned out grease pits or something for restaurants. And this whole deck in here was all full of that stuff, and I cleaned out what I could. It took me hours and hours. In fact, here's some here. But anyway, gasoline wouldn't affect it, you know. So I had to scrape it. I must have spent probably 10 hours on this. I still didn't. There's a little bit left up there, but here's some on the back. While that oven cleaner is doing its job, this is the back of the tailgate. Now I'm gonna have to do body work on this because this whole end is pushed in and creased. I don't know if you can see that, but here's some of the crud, you know, that I have to get off first, and then I'll put some oven cleaner on it. That stuff is so bad it's actually peeling the paint. That's how nasty that stuff is. Down to the other coat of paint. But I scraped a little bit. I'm using my buddy Jim's scraper he sent me. I'm gonna have to sharpen this soon. But let me set you up and we'll show you what's involved here. Here's the nasty stuff, you know, that isn't fun but gotta be done. I'm probably lucky it's come off the other paint job. That's a really big pain in the ass. Pain in the rear, I should say. Easy if I pulled the dent first. But yeah, I got about a good hour cleaning all this off. So like I say, this is just some of the stuff you guys don't see, you know. You always say you should do this, you should do that and everything. You don't know there's so much other stuff that has to get done. Alright, turn you off. This is boring you to death, I know. Let me turn you off and we'll do something different. You know, when you get nasty jobs like this, sometimes it's best just to do a little bit at a time. You know, and luckily for me, it's starting to rain out here. I think it looks like I got about 3/4 of it done. I gotta go over to here and it's past the halfway point. There's all the crap on the ground there. Just sweep that up and throw it out. But yeah, like I said, the best way to do a job like this is a little bit at a time. So I'm gonna leave that alone. It's starting to rain now. Not bad, but I'm gonna come back and hose that down, and put it back on the car. Or should I say truck? Yeah, alright, that came out real nice. I'm happy with that. Front side and back side. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's no grease on there. Little dampness, but that's it. Even the wheel, you know, the wheel doesn't look clean, but it is. They must have done that dirty part you see it's like a clear coat. They must have clear coated that, and if you think about it, it makes sense, you know, why chrome plate that whole thing, you know, and polish it out and everything like that, you know, because there's no money in that. Everybody sees the front. Alright, I don't know how long this is getting to be, but maybe we'll add some more, maybe we won't. Alright, yeah, wire wheeled most of the rust and got all the loose stuff off, and the coating I want to put on is it's good for that, you know. They say just knock off the rough and the paint itself or whatever it is will take care of it. So yeah, wire wheeled it with just the cup wheel. If you guys use one of these, make sure you use eye protection, because I got them things stuck all over me. Alright, yeah, it's not raining, but it doesn't look promising, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, so far I got this one rail done on this side, the leaf springs and the axle, and these two beams here. So like I say, I mean, job like this, you know, you just do a little bit at a time so you don't get sick of it. Alright, let me get the rust preventative and see what we can do with it. Alright, I'm ready to brush on what I've prepared, and it's even a little spritzy out here right now, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, what I'm using here, you know, I've been in the body and auto paint business for over 40 years, and everybody's got their their best product they use, and one works better than the other and everything. But I've found that this stuff here works the best. This is the world's best metal protectant and rust encapsulator. I almost called it an encapsulator. And that's what we're going to put on here. So let me get some gloves on, and we'll start brushing. Alright, here we got a good bit done, and it is looking good, gotta admit that. So just got a little bit left here, finish that up and see what it looks like. Alright, yeah, we got quite a bit done. We got that whole rail over there done all the way up to the shock, inside and out. Yeah, we got all cross members done. I didn't do any at the bottom of any of these. I'm gonna wait till we take it over a little dirt bikes, and we can put it on this lift, and it'll be a lot easier to hit it with a sander and paint. Unless I get really ambitious, you know, and it's really not that much. You know, maybe I will get on my back and hit it with a sander and do that. Yeah, I probably will, but not right now. Yeah, we got this all the way outside and right up to the cab, under the cab mounts. Looks good. So I'm glad I did that. I'm gonna go get some anti-seize and ever-seize and put it on them bolts there. Put it on the bolts up there. And yeah, the reason you do a little bit of time and stuff like that, because I like on the rear there, I seen a couple spots that had grease on it I wasn't able to get, so I can hit that with some oven cleaner. And I didn't do the other wheel yet with oven cleaner, so that's why I wanted to do this first, so I could get what I didn't see. Alright, yeah, you guys that want to know what that is, don't ask what I used on there. Just do a little research. Google world's best metal protectant and rust encapsulator, and you'll find out what that is. But it's good stuff, and I'm sure it'll outlast me, so that's all that matters. Maybe the next person that gets this truck will do a full restoration, all frame, and just sandblast the whole thing. But you know, that's not our goal right now. Our goal is just get it on the road and enjoy it for a couple years and pass it on to the next person. Alright, it's probably going to be a short one, but it's a good one. Alright, see you guys later.